r/Tales from Retail. Compilation 2 from Reddit Reader. Every angry customer's worst nightmare. Total indifference. I watch over the self-checkouts at my store. For a bit of background, my store has 2 sets of circulars with coupons people can get. One you have to sign up for and it gets mailed to your house. The other we have stacks of in our store that anyone can take. The one you get in the mail often has a coupon to get you 2 times as many rewards points, which can be used to save on gas. So on this day a woman came through self-checkout and at the end of her order she brought her mail flyer up to me and asked me to scan her double points coupon. So I scan it and start tearing it out when she asks me to give it back to her so she could use it another time. I told her I can't do that and have to take it from her after it's been used, even pointing out the text saying limit 1 per household on the coupon. But she starts arguing with me saying I can do it and that she does it all the time. I happened to see our store manager walking by, so I flagged him down to come help me out. As I expected, he tells her pretty much the exact same thing. I don't remember everything that was said, but this is pretty much how it went. Store manager: to me, what seems to be the issue? Lady: I just asked him to SM. Hold on, let me hear his side first. What's going on? Me: she wants me to give back her double points coupon after I already scanned it for her. It says limit 1 per household on it though. SM: it does say limit 1 per household. He has to keep it and be accountable for all his coupons. L: but I do it all the time at other location. They even hand them out at the registers. SM: well, they're not supposed to be doing that. Me: yeah, it's just company policy. We have to go by what the coupon says. She argues some more, and the store manager says he'll go check the flyers we have stacked by the door to see if there's one in there she can have. We all know there won't be, but he'll check anyway. So at this point she's still with me while I'm trying to help people at self-checkout. L: you know, the whole reason I shop at store is for the savings I get on gas. Me: okay. L: I mean, really, I just spent $150 here. Me: okay. L: but honestly after this I don't think I'm going to shop here anymore. Me: okay. L: looks at name tag. No, my name. Don't just stand there and say okay. Me: okay. L: can't you just give my coupon back? They really let me do this all the time. Me: no, sorry. I crumple up the coupon to hopefully make it more clear to her that it isn't going to happen. Store manager comes back and of course there wasn't another coupon in the circulars by the door. He asks her to come to the service desk with him and they'll see if there's anything we can do. I thought that would be the last of it, but I work in retail so of course it's not. About 10 minutes later she comes back to me with one of the circulars from the door and shoves it in front of the screen I'm trying to do my job with. L: I just want you to know that all of these coupons in here say 1 per household too. Me: okay. L: yeah, but I bet you just zap them with your gun all the time and let people keep them. Me: okay. L: you know what? Where's the boss? Call him over again. So I pick up the phone to call him and as I'm talking to him she just walks away. Store manager comes down a few seconds later asking where she is and I shrug, telling him she walked away. I tell him the general direction she went and he goes to look for her. He didn't find her. I heard from one of my coworkers that the next day a woman matching her description came in asking cashiers at the registers if they had any double points coupons in their drawer. Have you ever seen a customer explode before? It's awesome. When I worked at a biggest retail chain in America here, we had an odd, but easily understandable way to display and sell our TVs. If the TV has one price tag on it, that means that was the price for the TV in box and the display was not for sale. If the TV had two, one would be clearly marked display price, as in that exact TV on the wall, because it's about to be replaced, and the other price tag was for a new in-box TV. The display price often reached insane discounts. The longer it sat there, the lower our system automatically lowered the price. One time we sold a $2,000 TV brand new in box for $200 because it was the display. I wanted that TV and was sad that another coworker got to it first. But my luck turned around. The almost exact same model minus a curved screen was up for grabs. Also $2,000 new. They were selling it for $500. A really nice smart TV. 4K. Smart hub. The works. A customer saw online we were selling a similar looking TV, different model number and resolution. 1080p. For $200. The website said display only price. He came in and demanded the $500 display for $200. Phew, it's the same size. What's the difference 1 billion times? He began threatening lawsuits for misadvertisement. Threatened to call the cops. What could they do? Enough to where the store manager was about to cave and take the hit personally. Here's where I got sneaky. I got tired of waiting for displays that I wanted to come down. As I have been waiting for a year and saving up for a new TV to replace my 10-year-old 32-inch Sanyo. That TV is still used. It's now in my bedroom as a monitor for me to play games while I sit on my bed. The customer was outside ranting and raving at someone on the phone. So, during my 15-minute break, I walked up to the store manager. Me. I will buy that TV right now for $500. You sure? That customer is going to explode if he sees you with it. Me. That's fine. I'll wheel it out to my car and he can watch me load it into the back. Alright. Got tired of him anyway. He was being an ass to me and multiple associates. He deserves this. If corporate calls, I'll show camera footage. That would be enough for us to be in the clear. Corporate won't complain that I saved $300 from being burned. I literally walked right by that customer with that TV. I was happy that I got that damn TV. But the icing on the cake? He turned tomato red. Not kidding. Red. What are you doing? Me. I saw this TV for sale and I bought it. Why? I was about to buy that. Me. Oh. I thought you didn't want it anymore after you left the store. I didn't realize you left to call someone. I totally did BTW. You getting smart with me? I'll kick your ass. Here's where I almost gotten reprimanded and coached. I couldn't resist. The troll in me couldn't be stopped. Me. Sir. Tomatoes belong in the vegetable section. What did you just say? I booked it to my car. Sprinting and holding a 55-inch TV over my head and slapped the back of my car door shut and ran back inside. They got him out of the store by saying you left the store. We don't hold items. It's our policy. And, to boot, corporate backed us up. I dodged the reprimand because the customer couldn't prove I made that comment at him. I got a new TV, made a customer explode, and made my managers nearly die from laughing so hard. It was a good day. TLDR. Customer was super ultra pissed about pricing cuz can't read. Bought the TV out from under him when he made a phone call. Called him a tomato. Went home with a new TV. Demon mother think her and her son are above the rules and ends up ruining other kids' fun. So I work in a store which sells bath bombs along with a lot of other things. We often demonstrate the bath bombs in our sinks. Especially for kids and they always love it. The rule is that it's one bath bomb demo per customer group of customers. We only have 2 sinks, and on this particular day we'd just done a demonstration in one of them. There were a bunch of little kids crowded around and watching it fizz and change colors, light and dark pink. A little boy of about 6/7 and his mum enter the store. Immediately this kid rushes over to look at the bath bomb and announces very loudly that he hates pink and that the bath bomb is bad. I try to be nice and pull out our little basket with wasted off bath bombs. Usually we use chipped or damaged ones that we couldn't sell anyway. I tell him to choose a color that he'd like better, but then the mum criticizes me for trying to sell her son damaged goods. I explain that this is just for a demo and a chip out of the bath bomb isn't going to affect the way it looks in the water, but the mum isn't having any of it. It's not worth fighting over. We have a budget for it in case people want to see a specific bath bomb that hasn't been washed off. So I tell him to choose a pristine one from the shelf. I also tell him to pick carefully because he only gets one. He chooses a bath bomb which smells nice but just turns a soft white in the water, so I suggest that maybe he choose a more colorful and fun one and explain that this one isn't very impressive. He glares at me and shrieks no very loudly. I kind of flustered. The other kids near the sink were all staring and a lot of the adults in the store had turned around. So I just let him put it in the free sink without trying to persuade him out of it. As expected, the water just goes white and the kid is not happy. He starts yelling that it's boring and his mother demands he be allowed to put another one in. I explain that we only have 2 sinks and now they're both full. Also I tell her that each kid is only allowed one so that the most people possible gets a chance to see them. She ignores me and tells her son to go get another one off the shelf. I tell her again that I'm sorry but he won't be allowed to put another one in. She tells me that I'm being stingy, and at this point the boy is running up and down the rows of bath bombs trying to choose one. One of my supervisors comes over and repeats exactly what I've told her, and the mum says that it's my fault for not telling her son that the white one wouldn't be suitable, despite me telling him exactly that a minute earlier. At this point the kid comes running back with a blue bath bomb and my supervisor tells him sternly that he can't put it in the sink. The now clearly demonic mother accuses my supervisor of taking a tone with my son and demands that she sees the manager. Normally we have pretty reasonable people in our store, and a request and behavior like this is very rare, so my supervisor just awkwardly walks away to get our manager from the office. The mum gives me the most poisonous look I've ever gotten from a customer, turns to her son and tells him to put it in the sink. I instantly tell him that he's not allowed, but this kid just yeets the bath bomb into the already used sink before I can stop him. Bath bombs are meant to be placed in the bath gently, so when he hurls it, water goes absolutely everywhere, including over the other children standing at the sink next to it. Understandably they all start screaming for their parents, and so I begin grabbing paper towel to help them get the water off their faces and clothes. I'm furious with the mother, but I can't pay attention to her as I, along with their shocked parents, are trying to console the other kids, and as we're drying them off I hear the absolute demon lady say, "Oh well, that's not very impressive either, is it? I've never wanted to physically fight a customer before, but wow, I got close then." The entire debacle ended up with my manager getting into an argument with the mother over making her pay for the second bath bomb. My manager eventually won by telling her that if she didn't pay, the shopping center security would have to be called. The parents of the kids who were splashed were very understanding and non-demonic. Sorry for the long read. Maybe this doesn't seem too hellish compared to other stories on this page, like no one was screaming at each other at any point, but it was just such a bizarre and arrogant encounter I had to get it off my chest. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe for more Reddit content.